Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this particular video, we'll be talking about Matplotlib, what is Matplotlib and where do we use it. So without wasting any further time, let us directly dive into it and let's see what is it all about. So guys, I am over here on the Jupyter notebook. People who are trying to get into data science, I request them all to definitely use this particular software and it is very easy to use and it has a lot of features in it. I will definitely make a video on how to use Jupyter notebook as well, but meanwhile, let us talk about Matplotlib. So, first question which should come in your mind is what is data visualization? Okay. So, data visualization is a very important topic in data science, and people are doing jobs only for this particular thing. So, first of all, to answer this question is that the DV is the process of displaying data or trends in pictorial or graphical form. As you know that it's very easy to understand things which are in pictorial, which means in image form or in graph form. So that's why we use data visualization. So if I read the definition again, so the DV is the process of displaying data or trends in the pictorial or graphical form. So this is about data visualization. What is it? Okay. The next thing we should be talking about is why do we need? Okay, why do we need DV? DV means data visualization. So why do we need it? So the reason why do we need data visualization is as straightforward as possible. So we need DV. I'll directly write the reason. A human brain can easily recognize or understand, let's say understand uh, data or things in pictorial form. So that's why we need DV, data visualization. Okay. So just imagine a case, for example, let's say you are working in a company and you have worked on a data and you know the trends of that particular data. But let's imagine that your boss doesn't know how to use Excel, or the people who are in the company, they don't know what is an Excel sheet and what are the data inside pandas. So you definitely need to show them something solid, right? So that solid thing can be graphs. A normal person knows how to see bar graph. You definitely can see something is high, that means it's bigger, and something is small in the bar graph, that means it's slower. So that's why we need data visualization to convey our topics, to convey our insights on the data. Okay. Then the next question is, how will we do data science? Or sorry, how will we do data visualization? So how will we do DV in Python? So definitely Matplotlib is a Python library, so we'll be using Python over here. So how to use that? So Matplotlib, okay, used for is the library used for data visualization. Okay, this is the topic over here that we are going to use. So after this thing is like, we know that it is a data visualization library, but also I want to tell you something is that if you don't know coding, if you are new to coding, then definitely you should be using some softwares. Okay, so I'll mention softwares for DV, and definitely more people are like required in field of softwares than in coding in data visualization. So the two softwares which are very famous are Power BI and the second is Tableau. These two are very, very famous. So, and definitely if you know any one of them, then it's an upper hand for you in interviews as well. So this is all about it. So what we have studied as of now, that what is a data visualization? The process of displaying data. Why do we need it? Because the human brain can easily understand it. How will we do DV in Python? We will use Matplotlib library. Okay, so let us start with the first thing. The first thing which we are going to do is installing the library. So the thing is that this Jupyter notebook comes pre-installed with Matplotlib, but still, if you are trying it on ideally, or if you're trying it on any other console ideally, IDE, so you should be writing pip install matplotlib on the same. So this will allow you to install the library. So give it a minute. In my case, it will say requirement already satisfied, because the library, almost of the libraries which are in data science comes pre-installed in it. Okay, so you can see requirement already satisfied. Now next thing is that how to use library Matplotlib. how to use matplotlib in Python. Okay, so we'll definitely see that. So first of all, before starting this, let us see what all options we have. So we will be doing the most common ones of graphs. So first we will see the line graph. Definitely it's important. Second, we'll see the bar graph. Okay. Then third, we'll see the histogram, must be studied in like 10th or 11th grade. And line bar histogram. We also have stack plot. Then fifth is that we have the pie chart. And sixth, we have scatter plot. These six, we are going to do this thing over here in this tutorial. And I will be doing the scatter plot first, then I will do the pie chart. So just a second. Sixth is pie chart. So this is about today's tutorial. So these are the six things. So let us go ahead and let us see all this one by one. But before then that, how to get Matplotlib in the computer, in the program. So there are two ways. First way is importing directly like this. Import matplotlib.pyplot. So Matplotlib generally isn't a library, it's a collection of libraries and it is known as package. And that package comes pre-installed with pyplot and we have to import it as an alias name which is PLT. This is a convention, definitely use it. Or you can also try this thing from matplotlib import pyplot as PLT. So I definitely would prefer this method because this is used conventionally. But if you still want to go ahead with this, you can. And import is a keyword, and as is also a keyword. These both are used to get libraries into your program. So first thing first, let us start with the line graph. So what is a line graph? So when I talk about line graph, so we know that a line graph is something like, so line graph means using plots points to line them. Okay, we'll use a line to graph them. So let us do one thing. First of all, what we need from our side is, let's take a list as X. Let's say we have 1, 2, 3. This will be the x-axis values. Okay, this will be the x-axis values. Then we'll take y, and these will be, let's say, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so these are going to be my y-axis values. So definitely I believe that you know that what is a line graph in general, so how to do it on Python. So first of all, I require to import the libraries. That's important. I will be importing them every time so that we get an hang of it. So matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Now after this thing, what we'll do, this is the library imported. X-axis values, y-axis values, definitely they need to be same. If we don't give same values, same quantity, then we'll get an error. So first of all, write PLT. Why PLT? Because this is the library. Okay, and the function to plot a line graph is plot. Then we give the x-axis, which is x over here, right? Then we give the y-axis. After this, let us just directly write plt.show. So give it a minute, it will import the library. So definitely I'll just have to run it once again. So you see, 1 is associated with 4, 2 is associated with 5, and 3 is associated with 6. So we have created a plot and it's as easy as that. plt.plot.plt.show. But again, the information on the plot is not complete. So we'll write this information over here for the one time. And for all the other graphs, we'll copy and paste because that's the same thing. Okay. So let's give label. First of all, you have to give label inside this. So let's give label as line 1. Okay. That will be perfect. And you can give colors like this. Now, what is this? This is red, R. So there are some codes. You can either give red or you can give the hex code of red. Okay, or you can give hex code of red. So let us give it a run. So okay. So this has to be over here, not over here. First color. So see, this is red in color now. So x-axis, y-axis, color, and then label. Now again, still I have only changed the color and I have given a label, but I cannot see the label over here. So what I will do, I will do some other functions that are plt.xlabel. First of all, x label means what do you want to show on x-axis? Let's say I want to show that this is days. Okay, this is days. Then I will show the plt dot y label. Okay. And now over here, I will show, let's say sleep. Okay. How much we slept. Okay. Then I will give plt dot title, and in title I will display, let's say, uh, days versus sleep. Okay, days versus sleep. Now give it a run. So when I give it a run, so you can see this is the title, days versus sleep. This is sleep and this is days. So now our data is quite complete. Now we can see a quite complete data. But still, you must have noticed that I have given label as line 1, but I am not able to see the label. So to see the label, we have to use plt.legend. Just write it, no keyword inside, nothing, and just give it a run. So you can see label over here. PLT, the line 1 has been shown over here in red color. This is legend. You must have seen this legend on maps while working with this. There are two types of maps, right? So while working with them, we used to see small blocks in the bottom side, right or left, and we have to fill colors in the both of them and give the name. So this is just like that. Legend is the same thing. So this is how you create a line graph. Now let us say you have more. If you want to copy this, you can. It's your wish. But the next thing is the giving more than one line graph. Okay. Let's say this is my plt.plot. Okay. And I also create one x2 variable. Okay. And it has values as 1, comma 2, comma 3. And it has y2 as 6, comma 5, comma 4. Okay. Now I plot it as well. So plt dot plot, and I give x2 comma y2, and I give label as line 2, and I will give color as well. So let's say I give color as G for green, right? So give a comma, and now let's run it. So see, so this is line 1, this is line 2. The legend automatically decides its place, so we don't have to much worry about it. So you can see the code. So what happened? Let us imagine a page with us. Okay, we are given a page, and in that page, I plotted one graph. Okay, I don't have any other page, so I directly plot the second graph on it as well, and then I show the page to you. Next time, by the end of the session, I will be showing how to just give these graphs into two different give these lines into two different graphs. Okay, that we'll see as well. So this is as easy as that: x-axis, y-axis, the color, and the label. So this is how you can use Matplotlib for line graph. The next type of graph which I was talking about was bar graph. So let us see bar graph. So bar graph. It's easy again. So now the thing's going to be easier. So first of all, import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. This is your matplotlib. Now again take x2, no, not need to take x2, the values of x-axis, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. And now values of y-axis, let's say 40, 50, 20, 10, and 60. So these are the values of y-axis. Now apart from this, now how to create a bar graph? So whenever you want to create a bar graph, you have to write plt dot bar. Okay. For line, we were writing plt dot plot. For bar, it's easy. We have to write plt dot bar. Give x-axis value as x, y-axis value as y. Over here, you will have to mention color spelling. So let's say I give color equals to G, and let's give label as bar. Okay, or bar 1. Now again, you will have to do the same thing again, the x-axis, y label, x label, title, legend, and show. So rather than writing that all, just copy it. Okay, that will help you. Let's paste it over here and let's run it. So first of all, it is smaller. So this has to be same in most of the cases. So I will prefer that you remember these every time and for all the particular graph. So see, I got the graph. So as you can see the values over here, when I say x is at 1, the value is at 40, 2, the value is at 50, 3, the value is at 20, and 4, the value is at 10, and 5, the value is at 60. So as easy as that. You are just working on a bar graph. Changing the bar, you created a bar. Like let's say if I name it as plot, and I will have to change this particular keyword. So let's give it a run. So I get a line. So just changing a word is changing the type of the graph. So you can see how easy it is. So I believe that you understood this thing. So you can just copy this particular code and try it on your own as well. So the next type of graph which we have to look forward to is histogram. So what is an histogram? So histogram is something like this. Let's say I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's say 1 to 10. Okay. Uh, 11 to 20, 21 to 30. Okay. So I give multiple numbers like 1, 23, 4, 5, 11, 6. So what will happen? Let's say this is one number, right? This one falls in this case. So the value is increased to 1 over here. So plus 1. Okay. Now 23, this particular number falls in this particular range. So plus 1. 4, 5, two numbers added, right? So plus 2. 11 falls in this range. So this will be plus 1. And this 5, then again plus 1. So what we can say is the range 1 to 10 has 4 numbers, 11 to 20 has one number, and 21 to 30 has one number. Again, now for the same, we can create a bar like this, but that bar will be known as histogram because it automatically decides how many numbers are there in a particular range. So let us create an histogram. So let's give a definition, let's give a title as histogram. And it's again going to be easy. There's not much difficulty about it. So first of all, let us import the matplotlib again. So matplotlib.pyplot as plt. And after this thing, if you just notice that what you have to do is you have to first of all take x. Let's say we give some different variable values. Okay. So values are 1, 2, 3, 11, 22, 50, 12, 54. So I'm just giving random values in a range. I don't have to give much longer range, but still, I hope that some ranges are useful, right? So 21, 32, and let's give 16. So these are my sum ranges. Okay, I have given all the ranges. Perfect. So what I will do now, I will create range. Okay, so how to create range? It's easy. 0, 10. So this is first range. 10 to 20, this is second range. 20 to 30, this is third range. 30 to 40, this is fifth range. And 40 to 50, this will be the sixth, and 60. So this is, we have created ranges. Now, let's use the ranges word, okay? Now what I will do for this, now I will go ahead and use plt.hist. So plot for line, bar for bar, and hist for histogram. Give values. So these are the values. Give ranges. Preferably you have to give ranges first and then values. Then give label. Let's say this is ages. Okay. And let's give color as blue. Okay. After this, what do you have to do? What you have to just paste this thing. Let's say X shows the age. Okay. And Y shows the people. Okay. And we can say this is age versus people. Perfect. So age versus people. Give it a run. So what I did wrong? Okay, so bits, first of all, you will have to give 0, 10. You have to give ranges over here and values over here. So see, now what you have with you is, first of all, from 0 to 10, you have 5 numbers. Let us check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. We have 5 numbers. From 10 to 20, we have 4 numbers. So to 11, 12, and 13 and 16. Yes, 4 numbers. So similarly, this is an histogram. You can see the data over here. You can see the values over here. And histogram is again easy. This is used while working with some data in pandas. Definitely, it is important. I will upload a video on how to analyze Titanic data. So I'll show you how important this histogram is over there. So let's just go ahead till then for the next type of plot, which is uh, stack plot. Okay, so let's copy this so that I don't have to come up again. Paste it over here. So next is stack plot. So in stack plot, what does stack plot means? It's generally not only stack, it's also area plot. I'll create this plot and I'll explain you. So first of all, let us take days. Okay, let's say we have 5 days data. Okay, now in this I create how many hours I have slept. Okay, so let's say I slept for 3 hours, 7 hours, and 12 hours, and then I'll say let's I slept for 9, then I slept for 4 hours. Okay, this is for my sleep. Now after this, let's say how much time I did some work. So let's say 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Okay. Now after this, let's say how much time I did nothing. So let's say nothing. So let's say I did nothing for 6 hours, 5, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is data for my nothing. So now what I will do, I will have to plot this all, okay, together in a single graph, telling the area, okay, using the area, or we can say stacking them up again over, okay. So import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Now what's next? It's easy. Just write plt, okay, dot stack, okay. Dot stack is the word, and now after this, what I will do, I will first of all give the days because that's going to be the x-axis. Then I give sleep, okay, work, and then I give nothing. So this is the values. Now I will create colors, okay, for giving the values of like what colors do I want in them. So let's say I want G for green, R for red, yellow for Y, blue for let's say, okay, there are three things, right? So green, red, and yellow. And I will give labels as well. So let's give labels in a form. First is sleep, next is nothing, next is work, and let's give it this thing, yeah. And next is nothing. Okay. So just give them a cover as well. Now again, after this, you have to do what? It's easy. Paste it. Not like this. You have to give the values of stack, this all things. Okay. So let's paste it over here. Let's change the x-axis to days, okay, and y-axis to, let's say, activities. Okay, that will perfectly match. So let's give title as activities. Okay, activities. Now let's just give it a run. Okay, I again give some very different value. plt.stack. Okay, so yeah, it has to be stack plot. Okay, so see the values which I have done over here. You can see the difference what is happening actually. So first of all, we have day one. Okay, sleep is the green value. So 1 till over here. So sleep we have given 3, right? So this is 3. So after than that, you can see work is of 3 as well. So just similar to this, this will also go till 3. Now this distance is 3. 0 to 3, then 3 to 6. Then if I have given the difference, see, the thing is 6. So this is going till 6 plus 6 as 12. So this is how stack plot works. It's easy as well. You don't have to much worry about it, but it's pretty much used while telling some financial data, or while telling, see, the same thing while telling activities, or while telling about the distribution of funds in different places. So this is used at that moment of time. I hope that you understood this because it's easy, right? So the second type of graph is fifth type of graph, which is scatter plot. So let's give heading as scatter. So this plot is very important because it is used in machine learning a lot in like regression, while regression working on linear and logistic regression. This particular plot is used a lot. So first of all, let us import matplotlib, okay, dot pyplot as plt. And after this, let's say I give values of x as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now I give y as some values which are like this. Okay. Which are in relation with uh okay. So 6 values there, 6 values there. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll create a plot plt dot scatter. Okay. I'll give x-axis, I'll give y-axis, I'll give color. Let's say I give color as B for black. Okay. And I give label as dots. Okay, so this is dots. Now again, I have just to have to paste them. Let's give it a run. So see, this is a scatter plot. Since we don't have much data right now with us, but when you have data like in thousand, so you will see that this scatter plot works the best because it shows the values in a single frame with all the values at a point. This is used to get the most compatible lines in multiple types of regressions and is important as well. So scatter plot. So if you just follow the trend as of now, you'll see except for the line graph, we'll have to just give the names of the graph after plt, like plt.par, plt.histogram, hist for histogram, then stack plot for stack plot, obviously, and scatter for scatter plot. Now the last type of plot, which is very, I'll say, good, because a pie chart, obviously we have done this in schools a lot of time, right? So let's give it a heading. And this is quite complex as well, not gonna lie. So import matplotlib, okay, dot pie plot as plt. Okay. Now after this, what do we have to do? I just need some values. So some values are going to be, let's say I just copy these values. Why not? So uh, let's copy these values. Okay. Or no, no, no. Let me just imagine this thing. Will it be working? So let's copy one of these values. Let's say sleep. Okay. And I paste it over here. And I say, or what we can do is, let's take another idea. Let's say days already we have with us. Okay. And let's do one thing. Let's take activities. Okay. About a day. This is about a day. And in this, we are going to do with sleep. Okay. We are going to do work. We are going to also get the values of, let's say, play. Let's say play. Okay. And let's say nothing. So nothing means watching Netflix or something you are doing. Okay. Now I'll give slices. Let's say hours. So let's say sleep for 6 hours. Work for, let's give in numerical values. Work for 3 hours. And then play for, let's say, 4, so 6, 3, 9, 4, 13, and I did nothing for 11 hours. Okay, so this is my value. Now I have to plot it on a pie chart. So it's easy. Don't have to worry much about it. So plt.py, again, the trend which we followed. Okay, and let's give slices first of all. Labels will be activities, definitely, right? So after this, let's give colors. So let's give colors as red, R, let's give blue, let's give yellow. So these three colors, and let's give green as well. So green. And I don't need the x-axis because pie chart doesn't have an x-axis. Let's just give the title, and after this, title as, let's say, pie. Okay. And also let us just do the plt.legend to show the values. Okay. And plt.show slices. Oh, okay, I have given the slices as the definition. I have to give hours over here. So you can see the chart. Okay. But again, if I just show you first of all what is happening over here, so you'll see that it's a pipeline. Again, we imported the library. Activities are sleep, work, play, nothing. Okay. And then we have given hours. So for 6, we are getting sleep over here. Okay. For 3, we are getting work. For 4, we are getting play. And for 11, we are getting nothing. But definitely a pie chart without percentage of the pies is not complete, I'll say. So we also have to look for this legend, that why this is coming on it. So we have some attributes in the pie itself, and we'll look forward to it. As of now, you can just look forward to hours, labels, and activities. So apart from this, what you can give in this is, first of all, is start angle. Okay, start angle means what? Right now, the first value is sleep, and it is starting at 90 degree, right? So you can change it. Let's say I give it 120 degree. So see, it is now starting at 120 degree. This is now 120 degree. Similarly, if you give a value as, actually it was starting at 0, now I had made it 120. If I give it 90, so it will come a little bit like this. So see, it's starting from 90 right now. So start angle value decides where the pie chart will start building itself. So sleep, work, play, nothing. Apart from this, if you see, we can also give some shadow effects. Okay, its shadow equals to true. Okay, so if I give it a run, you definitely will be able to see some small parts over here. So it is making it 3D sort of. Okay, so you can just have a look over here, that this is also one of the attribute. And now the next attribute, which is very important, is auto PCT. Auto PCT stands for percentage, and the syntax of it using it is has to be the same, and you cannot change it. So it is modulus modulus. Okay. Inside this, you will write 1.1 if. See, what you can change is, I will tell you, and what you cannot, I will tell you that as well. So right now, let us just write it over here. What does this means? 1.1 f modulus modulus. Okay. So we'll see this in a while. Okay. So, but if I give it a run, now you can see I have got percentage over 25 sleep. Okay. And work is 12.5, play 16.7, and nothing is 45.8. So what I have given over here, if you see, I have given start angle as 90, shadow true, okay, and autopacity as 1.1f. First of all, let us understand what does this thing means. Okay, so when you divide 22 by 7, you get some values like 3.14, right? It goes on till on, right? If you just try doing this thing, so let's say 22.7. So you get 3.1428571, okay, so on. Let's say you only want three values out of this thing, okay? So for that, you will have to use the format key, and in that you will write 0.3f, okay, over here if you want to do it over here. So first writing 0.3f will only give you these three values. That's what happening over here. Since 25.0 is correctly divisible, like it is going to be 6, okay, 6 upon 24 into 100. So 4, and we get 25 directly. Still it is getting 10 over here. If I make it zero point 0.2, okay, if I make it zero point 0.2, you will see one difference, that it is now showing two values. So 00, 50, 67, 45.83. And if you make it 3, then you will get three values. So see, this is what happening over here. And what about this one? So this one is that at least one value should be in the start. If I make it like let's say 4, so it won't work because 0, 0, 0, 25 is 25 itself. But at least it has to be like at least one and at max one. This is what it means. Okay, and this modular sign, this we are giving with it. Okay, if we remove this, so I don't think so we'll get this sign. We'll not. We'll get an error. Okay, so this is happening over here. Apart from this, the pie chart also provides one special feature which allows you to get a particular slice of the pie out of the chart. So how you can do that? So it's very easy. First of all, see what are the values: sleep, work, play, nothing. Let's say I want to get out play. I want to get out play. So, okay, we'll write explode, which is the argument, okay? And after this, I will give values over here, explode, okay? And values will be equals to, give it a tuple, okay? Sleep, work, play, nothing. Four values, okay? If I give it a run, nothing will happen. But let's say I edit this thing. Let's make it 0.1. So you see this over here. Play is out right now because it was, see, over here you can see is by yourself. Okay, I given wrong values, I guess. Yeah. So sleep, work, play. So play is out right now. Let's say if I make it normal, okay, and I make this as zero point 0.1, so now work will be out. Zero point 0.1 is the value because if I give one directly, it will be very, very far. That's why. So let's just give it 0.1. So this is about pie chart. So I believe that you understood what is Matplotlib all about. These are the basics of Matplotlib. There's something about Matplotlib which cannot be covered in a single particular session. So definitely I'll be making about some advance about Matplotlib as well. I have already created this particular notes over here about Matplotlib in a very better way, I'll say, as compared to what we did in the YouTube video. If you want this particular video, this particular IPNB file, then DM me on my Instagram and I'll share the link with you. You can find me on Instagram by py_priyam, and definitely one message and I'll share the link with you all. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel.